Hey there, so it's me Elsie. Welcome to our second video, day 2 of Bible study with me. So today we are going to see Matthew chapter 2. So we are just going to read and understand the Bible. So I'll tell you before itself, I'm not any Bible scholar or anybody. We are just going to sit and read and understand the Bible. Just a normal person. We are just going to share our moment with God. So I'm going to read and we are going to elaborately see today how God has mentioned in the chapter 2. So here total 23 verses are there. So 3 incidents are basically described where a person Messiah visits the Bethlehem, and the second one is escape to the Egypt. The third one is return to the Egypt. So first we are going to read and I'll go through with the verses one by one. So the verse 1. After Jesus was born in Bethlehem in Judea, during the time of King Herod, Magi from the east came to Jerusalem. So here, after Jesus was born in Bethlehem, we can see that there was a wise man, so Magi. So he is a wise man who comes from the east and he visits the Jerusalem. So where King Herod was ruling. So now who is King Herod? So basically during that time the Jews were ruled by the Roman empires. So that time there was a king named Herod. He was reigning that time at the time of the birth of Jesus. So next is and asked, where is the one who has been born, King of the Jews? We saw his star when it rose and have come to worship him. So what the Magi they asked them, like, where is the King of Jews? So here they clearly mention the birth of Christ as where is the King of Jews who has been born. So they see a sign. So after the birth of Jesus, one star rose in the sky. So after seeing that star rising in the sky, they comes and they visits Jerusalem. So next is, when King Herod heard this, he was disturbed, and all Jerusalem with him. So after hearing this, so the king was completely disturbed, and around his people, whoever were there in the kingdom, everyone were completely disturbed. When he had called together all the people's chief priests and teachers of the law, he asked them where the Messiah was to be born. In Bethlehem, in Judea, they replied, for this is what the prophet has written. So after listening this, he will call all the chief priests, whoever is there in the kingdom, he will call them everyone, and he will ask them, like, where is the King of Jews, where he has got birth, like that he will ask. So they will reply that, so how the prophet has written. So now prophet, here we can see in Micah chapter 5, 2 and 4 verses, in that it is written, already one prophet has written, but you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are by no means least among the rulers of Judah, for out of you will come a ruler who will shepherd my people Israel. So here 3 things I have underlined: Bethlehem, rulers, shepherd. So the prophet before only has said that, so in the land of Bethlehem, so there one ruler will come. So among you he will be the greater one. So he will shepherd my people. So he will look after the people of the Judah. So next is, then Herod called the Magi secretly and found out from them the exact time the star had appeared. So as we know, the king, he will play his sneaky activities. So he will call Magi secretly and he will try to find out, like, where exactly the birth of Christ has occurred. So he sent them to Bethlehem and said, go and search carefully for the child. As soon as you find him, report to me, so that I too may go and worship him. So here King Herod's intentions are clearly not good. So what he says to the Magi, you go, you worship him. So wherever the birth has occurred, you go, you worship him. Then I will come in and I will visit the child, then he will come and worship. So here itself we can understand the intentions of the king is clearly not good. Then after they had heard the king, they went on their way, and the star they had seen when it rose went ahead of them until it stopped over the place where the child was. So they starts to follow the star. So where they have seen the star has appeared, so they will eventually follow the way. So till where the star will get stopped, till there they will follow and they will go. When they saw the star, they were overjoyed. On coming to the house, they saw the child with his mother Mary, and they bowed down and worshipped him. So after following the star, so finally they will reach and they will see, they will become overjoyed. So here itself the word overjoyed has written, I have underlined it. So after seeing, so what they will see the child with mother Mary, so immediately they will bow down and they will start to worship the child. So then they opened their treasure and presented him with gifts of gold, frankincense and myrrh. So not only they went and worshipped, they will gift the child with gold, frankincense and myrrh. And having been warned in a dream not to go back to Herod, they returned to their country by another route. So again the Magi they will get a dream. So they have been warned that don't go back to Herod, means Herod, the king of Jews. So don't go back to him. So they will go to their hometown by another route. Then the verse 13. So here we can see the second incident will start, that is the escape to Egypt. When they had gone, an angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream. Get up, he said, take the child and his mother and escape to Egypt. Stay there until I tell you, for Herod is going to search for the child to kill him. So angels of the Lord appears to Joseph in a dream, and the angels they will definitely warn him, like take the mother and the child and escape from Jerusalem, leave the place, like that the angels will warn Joseph. So he got up, took the child and his mother during the night and left for Egypt. So now immediately Joseph obeys. So whatever the dreams comes to Joseph, we can clearly see in Matthew chapter 1 also, whenever he gets the dream, he will obey it. So here also again he is obeying the dream. He will take the wife in the middle of the night itself, and he will take the child and wife and he will leave to Egypt, where he stayed until the death of Herod. And so was fulfilled what the Lord had said through the prophet, out of Egypt I called my son. So Joseph will take the mother Mary and the child, and he will stay there till the death of King Herod. So till his death they will stay there. So there again one prophecy will be fulfilled. So that is, out of Egypt I called my son. So the Lord's prophecy again it will be fulfilled. So again the Lord will call out the son in who is there in the Egypt. When Herod realized that he had been outwitted by the Magi, he was furious, and he gave orders to kill all the boys in Bethlehem and its vicinity who were 2 years old and under, in accordance with the time he had learned from the Magi. Then that was said through the prophet Jeremiah was fulfilled. So here now going back to the time during the after the birth of Jesus. So the King Herod finally he finds out that the Messiah has escaped him. They have never came back. They went to visit Jesus, but they never came back. So out of furious, what the King Herod will do, he will give orders. So in the town, wherever you see the boy child, okay, so you have to kill the child, like that he will give orders to the town. Again in the verse 17 we can see one prophet Jeremiah. So in the chapter Jeremiah, so one prophecy was there, again it will get fulfilled. So that is, a voice is heard in Ramah, weeping and great mourning, Rachel weeping for her children and refusing to be comforted because they are no more. So there itself we can see the voice of Ramah. So there they are weeping for the children who have been died. So that is what the situation was going on in the Bethlehem. All were crying because all the newborn childs were been killed, newborn to the 2 years of old, because after Herod has heard from the Magi, like when the child was born, so he counted the approximately now what will be the age of the child. So it was around 2 years gap. So he will give orders to kill the babies who are under 2 years. So there all over the Jerusalem we can see the weeping and mourning over the children. So the definitely the mothers have lost their children, so they will mourn and they will weep over the children, and they will refuse to get comforted. Obviously we will try to comfort a person who has lost their child, so we cannot comfort them. So that is what it is written in the prophecy itself. I want to read it again. A voice is heard in Ramah, weeping and great mourning, Rachel weeping for her children and refusing to be comforted because they are no more. So now coming to verse 19, so here the third incident will occur, the return to Nazareth. So here we can see what is going to happen. After Herod died, an angel of the Lord appeared in a dream to Joseph in Egypt. So after the death of Herod, so finally the king Herod has been died. Again the angels of the Lord will appear to Joseph. So what they will say, get up, take the child and his mother and go to the land of Israel, for those who are trying to take the child's life are dead. So again the angels will give instruction to him, take the child and go back to the land of Israel, because the king Herod has already been died, who was trying to kill Jesus. Basically he was trying to kill Jesus. Now the king itself is no more, so the angels will instruct Joseph, go back to the land of Israel with the child. So he got up, took the child and his mother and went to the land of Israel. So here again one more time Joseph listens, he obeys to the dream, or he obeys to the angels. Now he will take the child and the mother and he will go back to the land of Israel. But when he heard that Archelaus was reigning in Judea in place of his father Herod, he was afraid to go there, having been warned in a dream. He withdrew to the district of Galilee. So now again one dream will come, the dream will warn Joseph, like they will find out that after almost reaching Israel, so they will find out that King Herod has eventually died, but his son Archelaus is reigning there. So obviously if they will go again, there are highly chances are there that the child may get killed. So again what they will do, they will leave the district. They have just entered the Galilee, so from there only the Joseph will leave, and he went and lived in a town called Nazareth. So was fulfilled what was said through the prophets, that he would be called a Nazarene. So here we can see Joseph will take Mother Mary and child Jesus to the town of Nazareth. He will not go back to the land of Israel due to the Archelaus. So he will go to the town of Nazareth, where we can see Jesus will be brought up in that city. He will start the preaching in the Nazareth. Here one more prophecy will be fulfilled, that Jesus will be called as Nazarene. So I hope you understood, you enjoyed reading Bible with me. So basically which part I loved means the part where every time anything happens in the dreams, Joseph will get some dreams and he will obey it. He will never say no to God. He will never say no to Lord. He will obey it. Whatever the dream comes to him, he will obey it. So the obedience is important in our life. So we should obey his words. We should obey the Lord's word. So that is what I felt, and I loved the part in this chapter. So share in the comment which part you loved and you understood better. So next time we can see more of next videos like reading the Bible with me. I hope you loved the video. If you loved it, don't forget to subscribe and like the video and share it with your friends. Thank you.